So we'll come back to our debate. We'll have a lot of great interventions, so we'll start again the session. So we have Marco Tronchetti Provera with us this morning. So it's a great pleasure to have him with us. So I will give him the floor now about his presentation. Thank you. Good morning. So first thought goes to Umberto Veronesi, because he's really the person creating that fantastic event. So he has, given life to the project, and this is really fundamental. We have discussed yesterday. He's not with us, physically, but he's all with us mentally. So this year's topic is linked to our life. So we have been dealing with different topics from medicine, advanced medicine, but also water, brain, and we have tried to define these new trends. But this year, as I said, we want to deal with a revolution in progress, which is not really visible, actually. So we had in human being stories a lot of events when we had to deal with innovation, with discoveries, altering life. We discovered fire, we changed our lives, and man had to work with new kind of energies and live with new aspects which were negative, sometimes positive as well. So we are now facing, as human beings, the biggest challenge, because digital world is not a discovery, but it is not a revolution which is visible. As we said before, it is pervasive our life, our future, and tries to determine and indicate the future as we will imagine the future, And in fact, this is exactly what happens. It is changing all the relationships inside the society. We give the new tools to people to predict not only, stories or future. It is a prediction which analyzes and makes a synthesis of our needs, of our actions of tomorrow. And in fact, it is fantastic, but at the same time it is quite worrying. So for any kind of aspect in life, we see in industry, of course, positive effects that are incredible. We make a lot of investment plans, but if we do use properly those tools, we'll probably not make so many mistakes, because we'll base our investments on our needs for the future. So everything is really, as I said, fantastic and worrying at the same time. But fortunately, we have young people, and we have in the center of the revolution, of this revolution, you have human beings. So the key point is us as human beings, and we will be the tools for the future. So as human beings, we are the players of that change, and what we must ask to our governments, to the one who makes those rules, to determine the future, and mainly to ask them to educate us. I mean, educate us means to learn how that powerful tool can be used, and that empowerment then to educate is fundamental, because when you educate people, the first priority is the determination of rights and opportunities of people. And this is really our limits, because if we do not put limits to the use of those technologies, because it's not privacy. Well, of course you have also self-security and privacy, but you have all of a series of things, and the one main point is democracy, and democracy with the development of human rights. And this is exactly the key point starting from school, education, as I said, families as well. So we must ask those people to be educated. Without education, we cannot, afford that, and we go nowhere. So through education, you define us as human beings, the future, and then we can solve, those different problems or doubts. When you are informed, you have a fantastic future. Thank you so much.